He died by not committing suicide, but he played 50 hours of StarCraft and he was epic. He did that 50 hours. So what I'm going to tell you guys is just a little bit so you guys can learn how to maintain your time when playing certain video games or Nintendo games, because we've all played it, right? I mean, come on, I'm a fan of the Wii. Who isn't, right? And so what made me want to choose this topic most of all was because of my little brother. He's actually addicted to video games a couple of years ago. Luckily, we were able to get him out and help family and stuff. And so with this topic, I was able to go to the library, and I was able to get more information and find out how the experts found a solution to this problem. And so I'm going to be giving you like statistics and effects that video gaming has, because it's becoming a very addictive, like nationwide addiction in today's society. Now, not just the United States is becoming like the addiction, it's also in China, Italy, Czech Republic, Pakistan, you know, third world countries are even getting addicted. The American Medical Association, up to 90% of American youngsters play a video game, but 15% of more than 5 million are addicted. That's a lot. And in 2006, 12.5 billion sales of video games were made, and in 2007, 18.8 billion were made. That's a 43% increase. That is a lot, if you ask me. Later on, they did a study with elementary school kids from the age of 8 and 12, and they were asked, when do they usually play, and if they have a time limit. Most children at that age do have a time limit with their parents, and they were only allowed to play during the weekdays. So they noticed through the study that through the time limit and weekdays, they actually had good English scores with the time limit. That's why they would encourage parents to start with the time limit at a younger age, so when they don't get so used to playing 5 hours. Unlike when the kids through 8 and 12 who are addicted, they had lower test scores in math, English, and science. So it does affect scholarly. There was a couple in Reno, Nevada, who was put to prison for 12 years because they were playing a game called Dungeons and Dragons, and they ignored their children. What happened was that after they were playing so many hours on just this game, the social workers took the children away, obviously, and the hospital had to, as quoted, they had to shave the hair of the girl because her hair was matted with cat urine. That's disgusting. She was malnourished, sorry. She also was dehydrated, and she had very dry skin and a mouth infection. She was only 11 months old. Her other brother, her older brother, 22 months old, had a lack of muscle development, so it was very difficult for him to walk, to move specifically, so it was very painful. So this just doesn't affect adults and children, it affects also the family. So like maybe your spouse might be playing too much, it can go into divorce rates, and with the couples and all that stuff, and it can also affect the family, as it did with my younger brother, with his scores going lower and lower in school. So what experts say is that the reason why they get so intense with these games is because it gives them a self of like gratitude. Like maybe they might be freaks in the world, this world I guess you could say, they're not accepted by society. So going into these games, they're able to become this awesome guy, this good looking person who can save a damsel in distress or something like that, or they can be the hero. And so they like that adrenaline because they don't get it from here, this real world as they say. So it's also from low self-esteem, which also causes loss of interest in, how do you say, in our world duties, like it's an escape for them. So after all this escape, they just try to forget all their responsibilities, and also they also call it their daydreaming love. That's the nickname for it, daydreaming love. I thought that was pretty interesting. And so with all that, they lose interest, and there was actually a boy who had won a scholarship for baseball and everything, but when he found out about Xbox Live, he completely forgot about his scholarship. He put his school away, he put his baseball away, and he just focused on that, and he's become an addict. And so hopefully with all this, you guys can help, and if you see warning signs of like people not eating or playing more than 5 hours, you can help them and make them realize that they might need to stop playing so much and get some help. And I'm just going to stop with a little quote that an addict said. He said that he stopped bathing, he didn't eat less, unless it was a quick snack in front of his computer. He did lose a lot of weight. His skin went a pasty and pale white. Very disgusting, he said. he didn't shave or comb his hair, he did absolutely nothing. And so, video game is also like a drug addiction.